Okay, in today's video, I'm going to show you how I animated this little monster driving a forklift and bringing in the TO for my intro. Okay, there's a few things we need to set up before we get started. So let's come up here to File, Configure Shortcuts, and let's type in key, K-E-Y, and we want to set up hotkeys for next key and previous key. So I have mine set to Alt-P and Alt-O. And this will allow us, when we create keys for cutout objects, we can just flip between the keys. And let's also set up, if you don't already have it set up, let's go to Frame, and we want to set up next frame and previous frame. That really helps. And also go to Drawings, and we want to set up previous drawing and next drawing. And that way, when we're doing frame by frame animation, we can flip between our drawings. Okay, so let's go ahead and set those up. And also, I like to set these little markers over here to every 8 frames. So let's go to X Sheet, Scene Settings, and Marker Intervals. Let's change that to 8. Okay, so now it's time to kind of do some pre-planning. So I'm going to bring in my logo, and I'm just going to drag and drop it. It's a PNG. And I'm going to come up here and scale it up to the size I want. So this is our ending image, ending shot, okay? I'm just going to scale it up like that. And let's go ahead and change the opacity down and lock that column. And we can call this a logo or reference or whatever we want. Okay, it's up to you. And so let's go ahead and start creating kind of this will be our final shot before it pops into the screen, okay? So let's go to column 2 and create a new Toons raster level. Call it TO, and we'll call it rough. And Toons raster level, hit OK, and hit yes. Okay, and so we're going to come in here and create a new brush. We'll just call this our rough brush. And let's come down here to our raster tab and find a 2B pencil. What I like to use. Okay, and let's get the brush tool and just kind of start sketching. And my brush is at 0.4, and I think that's okay. So let's go ahead and just kind of trace over this. And I'm just going to kind of keep it loose and rough. Okay. Okay. So there we have it sketched in. And this will be our final image, our final pose, I guess you could say, for this text. That's where we want it to stop. Okay, so we're going to start by going to frame 2, and let's make sure we're on our pencil brush right here, and let's turn on onion skinning and just click so it creates a blank drawing right here. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're actually going to kind of work backwards. So let's take this TO and cut it. And we're going to go frame 2 and paste it. Okay, and that frees up the first frame as a blank drawing. Okay, so now we're going to insert some keys. And I'm not sure how long this animation is going to take yet. So I'm just going to insert, I don't know, down to 24. So let's go to 24. And let's back up to let's say 22. Let's actually work on odd numbers. So we'll stop at 23 and we'll go to 21 and click and turn on onion skinning. And we can actually take this, copy it, and paste it back at frame 21. And now we'll just scoot this over. Okay. And let's go to 19 and click. And that creates a blank drawing. And now we'll come to 23 and copy and go back to 19 and paste. And now we'll scoot this T over a little bit more. Okay, let's go to 17 and click. And if it makes a little dot from the brush, just erase it. Okay, going down to 23. And this will make sense in a little bit. So we're going to go to 17 and paste. And we're going to bring this over a little bit more. And let's do one more at 15. Okay. Edit copy and edit paste. Okay, so now let's come in here and erase everywhere the O overlaps the T. So I want the T in front of the O. Just kind of do that and this. And you see as I flip through, see how the T looks like it's scooting back to the left? That's what we want, okay? And it's going to stop right there. Okay, so let's just make sure that it is, yeah. We can always scoot it down like that. Okay. Sometimes you need to adjust it. So I wanted it to move straight across, okay? So now this at 2, this will be the image that gets lowered by the forklift and follows the forklift in, okay? Okay, so let's go back one more frame to 13 and click, and we'll just copy this final one, copy and paste it there. That way we don't have to worry about when we set keys getting it in that exact spot. So 2 and 3, okay. Let's come up here and just delete all of these frames. And now we'll just insert keyframes and hold this down as long as we need. Okay, so if we come down here to 3, that's where it starts coming apart. Okay, so let's come up here and on the position, let's select position, and down here at the bottom, let's set a key. And you see over here on our column where it sets a key? So this is going to set it at this position, okay? So now let's come back a few frames. Let's say here maybe. And this is where it is lifted up. So it's going to come down and stop there and then separate. Okay, let me turn off onion skin. Okay, so do you see that? So this is where it's on the forklift and it stops. And then it will play the frame-by-frame animation, okay? So we're switching from a cutout style animation to frame-by-frame. We're just kind of doing it in reverse, like backwards, okay? So if we come over here, all the way to frame, let's say 1, this could be where it comes in on the forklift way over here to the side. So it comes in, and it stops, and then lowers. And so if we want it to, you know, imagine the forklift stopping, right? And so maybe the letters kind of jar. So boom, this is where it stops. So let's copy that key and paste it right here at 15. Now let's scoot that one back up. Okay, so here it comes in and it stops, overshoots, and it's gonna settle right there. So let's see if we can get this to work out. Okay, it comes in and it stops, comes back a little, and then back. Okay, let's see what that feels like. Okay, let's hold this a little bit longer. Let's copy this and paste it here. And let's insert frames to scoot all this down. Because when it stops, I want it to hold it just a little bit. Okay, it could hold it a little bit longer. Let's scoot this down. Okay. Let's insert some more frames in here. I'm just playing with the timing right now. Not sure. Let me move my face over here. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. Comes in, stops, and scoots down. So if that's too fast, we just need to insert more time in between frame 1 and our next key, which is at 16. So let's insert more time. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then it lowers and it separates. And so let's hold frame 7. Let's hold that a few frames down. Okay, so now let's go to frame 1 and hit play. Okay. And if the separation is too much, we can add in-betweens in here. So if that's too fast, we can slow it down. Let's add 2 keys and go to 57 and click. And now we'll turn on onion skinning and see where we're at. Okay, so I want to add an in-between in here. So let's copy this. That way we don't have to redraw it. And we'll scoot this over in between, just like that. Okay. Let's zoom back out. Okay, so now that we have the text, let's go ahead and do the forklift. Okay, so with the forklift, I had to come up with the design, right? And so I started looking up a bunch of reference of forklifts and taking screenshots of them and dropping them in my art folder, art reference, and forklifts. And so here we have different forklifts, and I wanted to keep it really simple. And also I didn't want to look at other cartoons. I just wanted to design my own forklift. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a light on top, but just keep it really simple. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a column, and this will be for our forklift layout. So let's create a new tunes raster level, and we'll do forklift. This will be the rough. Hit OK. And I'm going to label this column EO, and this one FL for forklift. And I'm going to draw it down here on the frame we stopped at for the TO, because I want it relative to the TO. I want to be able to see it. So let's create a new brush and pick our pencil. And we know it's at 0.4. So let's go ahead and just start drawing the forklift. Okay, so now we need a platform for the forklift, and this is going to be what lifts and lowers the letters up and down. Let's come over here to column 4 and create a new tunes raster level, and we'll call this, I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but we'll call it a platform. Hit OK, and let's name it PL for platform. And let's create a new brush, new raster brush, and let's draw this out do it out about like that. Okay. Okay, so let's set the pivot for all of this. So let's come up here to the animate tool. And let's come down here to center and zoom out a little. And we're going to move this center right here. Okay. And now let's go to the forklift and move this center right down here. Okay. And now let's make the platform a child of the forklift. So let's come up here to schematic room. And right now we're in effects schematic. So if you come down here to the bottom right and click this button, it's going to toggle you to stage schematic. And we want the platform to be a child of the forklift. Okay, let's go back to our room. So now, in theory, if we move, wherever we move the forklift, that platform will go. Okay, so let's come up here to position. And yes, that's exactly what we want. Okay, and so we're going to do the same for the monster. So let's go to a new column and create a monster. We'll call monster 1. And let's label this M1 for monster 1, just so we can kind of keep track of it. And create a new brush, raster brush. And this will be our little monster sitting inside here. Okay, he's got this nose, and he's got his hands on the steering wheel. Okay, he's a hard worker. And he is going to be in control of this forklift. Let's go back to our schematic view, and we want to link monster 1 to forklift. So let's go back to Tony's rooms and come over to animate tool, make sure we're on move, and just do a test. Okay. Through the monster. And let's see, we're on the forklift. There we go. Okay. Wherever this goes, he's gonna go. And I didn't make the wheels rotate, but you could put those on a separate column and do that. Okay, so let's just start animating this, because we can color it later and we can clean it up later too if we need to. So let's scoot all of these up to frame 1. Okay, and now we're going to extend these all the way down through the life of our animation. And it's going to continue off the screen past where we stopped the TO. So let's go ahead and bring it down to, I don't know, like 103. And we'll do the same for platform. Bring it down to 103. And we'll do the same for monster. Bring him down to 103. Okay, and so we're gonna kind of do the same thing. So we're gonna kind of work backwards. So here comes the TO, and it stops and lowers down, and then the forklift backs up, and it stops about right here, but it needs to back up even further. Let's go. Hopefully this will make sense a little bit. So let's come down here to 67 and make sure we're on the forklift column. And let's set a key. Okay, so let's scoot him just a hair back like this. And I'm going to have him look back like this and then go off screen. So let's go back to where the TO stops right here. And let's scoot the forklift in. Okay. Let's just make sure it can back up fast enough. I'm going to scoot this key up. There we go. Okay. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let's go a little bit further back. And the TO is on 2s, and the forklift, when you animate keys and the way it interpolates, it's gonna be on 1, so it's gonna feel a little different. Like the T might look a little choppy, so you could go in here and draw TO on every in between and get it on 1s if you want. I don't mind that it's on 2s and choppy. Okay, so now let's get in here and animate the little monster now that we have all that done. Okay, so here's the little monster. And he's driving in. I'll turn off onion skinning. And he stops here. So he needs to, do something. He's gonna shift this controller. So we're gonna do this on frame by frame. So we could come in here, turn onion skinning back on. We're just gonna do him on 2s, okay? Redraw him like this. And here's his arm. This hand's still on the steering wheel. So he's gonna come back. I need, yeah, let's turn on onion skinning for that side. I was like, why is he so close to that steering wheel? But this is his hand coming off, and I'm gonna zoom in a little so we can kind of see it. So you see his hand come off, and then he's gonna shift to start lowering that mechanism. So that platform. Okay. Okay, let's just see what that feels like. Okay. I drew him a little too forward here, so let's redraw that. He kind of really jumped forward there. Okay. Sometimes you just need to redo things. If you don't like it, redo it. And so that jarring, when it stops, we could have him kind of lean forward and back. But I'm just going to leave it like that. So he's going to lower it down. And then when it gets to here, maybe he does it again. He's like forward. Forward, and then let's get him. Let's pop him back looking this way. And his arm up over the seat like this. And then he peels off. Okay. Let's zoom out. Sweet. Okay, and you could go in here, like you could for the light, you could have it flashing or rotating and just have it follow the forklift. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish it off with the logo coming in. Let's go back up here and bring this logo. Make sure you unlock it. Let's bring it all the way down. Like, dude. My music's playing through here. Loot doo doo loot doo 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 or something like that. So I'm gonna go right in here. Right at the end of everything. Okay. To do do. And let's change the opacity. Okay, let's take out some frames and scoot everything up just to make it a little faster. Okay, let's zoom out and see what it looks like. Goes off. Boom. Okay, so now I would come in here and color everything. So let's go ahead and go over to the TO column and extend it down and select that frame. We're going to grab this color. I'm going to use this color picker, and I don't want the rough color. I want to create a new brush, and we'll go ahead and make it a pencil and click this like orange. Now we can scoot that back up. We could lock that or delete it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now on the TO, let's go through here and let's just fill it in like this. Turn off onion skinning. You want to make sure all your lines are closed so it doesn't spill out into the rest of your canvas. Let's go to the forklift column and grab this color. And there we go. Now we can fill this in. And since we're just moving that one drawing, we just have to color it one time. So let's go ahead and color, let's just do the wheels and the seat. And we'll do this. And let's get this and we'll color the frame. Okay, so let's create a new color and we'll do this red. Put this little light up here. And let's go to the little monster column and create a new brush, and we'll make this like a blue. I want him like this, blue and yellow. So let's color him in on every frame. And we'll do a new color for his hat. Let's bring that over here. Okay, now let's zoom out and hit play. Oh, we gotta color the platform. So let's come over here and we'll just do it black. I'm just gonna color it in. And it should just be one drawing. Yeah. Okay, so that's our little monster in a forklift. And until next time, happy animating, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.